No way! I can't believe this!
And regaining my sub-honor.
This town's so lame, I'm feeling so wired. It's 4 a.m., I'm not even tired. We're in your car, we can drive away. Oh yeah, we're almost there. I'm loving this feeling of something new. Just right what I needed. Take me there, we can drive away. Oh yeah. Listen to the midnight radio. Listen to the midnight radio. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain, no delay, gotta let go. A gentle breeze, the night's got a fever, to the moon and back, playing loud in the speakers. You and me, can I marry you right away? Oh yeah. Listen to the midnight radio. Listen to the midnight radio. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain, no delay, gotta let go. We can drive through the night, sing along to the midnight radio. Don't wanna wait all my life, can't remain, no delay, gotta let go. Listen to the midnight radio.
We're not here to fight. We need your help.
Even though literally every time we talk to you, you double-cross us, kidnap us, or threaten to destroy everything we love.
Maybe we are here for a fight.
Guys!
Sing
Hello.
Hello. Sorry. Sorry. Doig was in the bathroom. I was like, Doig! Doig! Paper Box House is raiding!
I was pooping!
It's like the sound of flushing toilets, running water, and like running footsteps. Sorry.
Hello.
Thank you so much for the raid, Paper Box House. I hope you're doing good. How are you doing? And welcome, raiders, to our little corner of the internet. I'm sorry that we were away. Yeah. How's your night going?
I was just kidding. I wasn't pooping. I was
What were you doing in the bathroom? Were you
thinking.
polishing the taps?
What?
Cleaning the shower?
No.
Cleaning up the kitty poop?
Welcome in. Hello.
Yeah, welcome.
Hello.
We're Doig and Swift.
We are.
And Swift and Doig.
No.
And Doig and Swift and Swift and Doig. And we do animation and art, among other things.
And you can send us bombs like this one. Thanks, Ed Craze. And throw that away.
It's me, like, hurriedly shutting
Polishing
down.
the taps is definitely a euphemism, and it makes it. Wait, I was pooping. Let's just all clear that up right now.
Were
That's
you
what I was
polishing your tap?
No, I wasn't.
No way.
Shining your tap.
The pre-game warm-up. How you all doing? I can take it further.
No, don't.
I can take it
It's
further.
okay.
I'm pretty lactose
No.
intolerant, and I had a pizza last night, so woof!
Doig, stop! Pizza come out.
Pizza did. Woke up, pizza was knocking at the door.
Pizza was like, I'm here, asserting myself.
It was what kind of pizza, wants to ask? It was I get a pepperoni and Cajun chicken with barbecue based sauce
Instead of tomato.
So it's quite a sweet and spicy pizza.
Yeah. It's just as spicy when it comes out, so I hear.
No, it's pretty mild.
I'm happy for you. What's this? What's this? Is this something? Did this happen? Doig, what's
checking.
this? Doig, did
it's-
this happen? Doig, what's this?
It's a good subscription from. We're
This is
being
exactly what
hosted.
Christmas is like in our household.
It's from. But it didn't come up. Who was this?
The mystery gift.
Who was this?
Mystery subscription.
I don't see it.
Truly a mystery.
Velocity Art, I think.
Velocity Art. If this was you, thank you so much. And we really appreciate it, and that's very generous of you. So thank you. Enjoy your subscription, and I will send this to the sub zone. There it goes.
I missed it. I always like stealing
You're gonna try
it.
and grab it.
Yeah.
You ass.
So this is our Animation Breakfast Club nuke. This room here.
This is it.
And
This is where we live.
This is where we make stuff.
Yeah. And speaking of which, do you
Whoa.
want to make some stuff right now?
Yeah, I do. I'm not prepared.
You thought you had at least, 5 more minutes.
Yeah, I did.
You thought you could take your time.
Yeah. So, if this is your first time here, then let's introduce ourselves a little bit.
We just did.
Did we?
Yeah, we said our names and what we do. Let's go. Let's go.
We made music videos for a little bit for a few years with Knights of the Light Table.
Let's fucking go.
Do you remember last night
fucking
where?
go.
Do you remember last night where
Let's fucking go.
I was going to post some of the work I did, and you were like, "Oh, they already know what you did," and they didn't. And so it was a whole cool thing. So now I want to make sure people. You don't assume people know.
We worked on Starlight Brigade and Night Runner and Mac and Bullets Night Runner, and I've done some work on some TV series for people as a freelancer.
Yeah, India's a storyboarder now. She's worked on things like the Rise of the TMNT movie that's due out.
And I animated and stuff like amphibious opening. What?
Oh gosh.
That's a lot of. That's a lot of.
India, the baby Sonic played. The baby Sonic.
No, the baby. No, my eyes.
Whoa, I think that's the first time that's ever.
I don't want to see. No. Is that Ash Monday again?
It is.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, Ash Monday.
Thank
you
you.
so much for the gifted subs. And thank you also. I saw that you left a really nice YouTube comment on our video for September, so thank you.
Yeah, thank
for
you.
that. Congratulations to CD-ROMs, Matthias Spillheed, Gamma Alana, Longcaster, Monstrous Ha! B-Winner, 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 and 70. I'm definitely saying that right. The Ryanarchy, Pilkey Kirk, and Geeky Meyer. Thank you so much. Ash Monday, thank you a million for these. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They really help us out. We really appreciate it. And I hope that you're doing good. I hope that you're having a good week so far. You know what, guys? It's Thursday. And you know what that means? It's Thursday.
What is it?
It means that we're after Wednesday, which means that over the hump of the week, we're closer now to the weekend
closer now than we've ever been.
than we've ever been before. What is this? Is this from Martina? Martina, did you make something incredible? What is this? What is this? It looks kind of cheesy and meaty. Is it cheesy and meaty or is it cakey? Ash Monday, did you just gift another sub?
They did to Schnoo.
Oh, congratulations, Schnoo. Ash Monday, thank you so much for the support. You are incredible. Also, I never got to hear what was Paperbox House doing, huh? I don't know if you're still here, dude, but if you are, hello.
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 Thank you. And what were you up to? I hope you had a really good stream.
There are more.
It's pumpkin apple ginger cheesecake. What the? That sounds like the most perfect thing. That sounds like. I feel like he's up to no good over there. That's somewhat nefarious. No.
It's okay.
Alright. Look, Doig. Pumpkin, apple, ginger, cheesecake!
Check this out.
Dabbing is right. Dabbing was the correct response to that. That's incredible. What are you doing over there?
I thought I was trying to do the new feature that we had.
Oh, but look, there's a thing. Paperbox House! Hey! Let's see. Oh, I remember this question. Thank you so much for bringing it back up again. So, hey, I wanted to ask for some advice from you both. I was wondering what drawing technique you like to do when inking or cleaning up animation. Do you make quick strokes and then just erase the line after making some quick clean lines, or take a steady, slow approach when cleaning lines? That's an awesome question. One that has plagued artists for centuries. I used to just do one long, smooth line and try and just make it like perfect. But I've actually found that that takes me way longer than just doing a series of like short, wispy, controlled lines that I kind of build on top of one another. So I tend to use more shorter strokes now. And I changed because I used to think I was doing it right by doing one long stroke. I was like, this is how people do it, right? And then I got to work with a lead cleanup artist and they used wispy strokes and I was like, oh, I could have been doing it this way all along.
Did it speed you up?
It made me more accurate. And I think it did speed me up a little bit because it was less of like stroke, undo, stroke, undo, stroke, undo, you know?
Yeah. Just gonna get comfortable.
Yeah, it helped me to be a bit more deliberate with my line weighting too, because I could like build it in particular areas, rather than like have to push down the pen right the first time.
In things like Toon Boom, do you automatically flatten your strokes so you don't end up with lots of points?
No.
Okay.
No, I just forget to do that, and then I look back at my file later and I'm like, why is this not running properly? Why is it so big?
Okay. Yeah.
And then I flatten my strokes if I need to. I think Toon Boom is pretty good at like when you decide to generate color art. Like it's pretty good at generating it in a sensible way. What? Ash Monday again with the gifted sub. They gifted a tier 1 sub to Chica Madeira. Thank you so much for the gift. You've gifted 97 subs.
Are you serious? What?
Yeah, you've gifted 97 subs.
But we've only known you like 2 days.
It's been slightly longer than 2 days, but yeah, that's still absolutely incredible support. So thank you. Yeah, the generosity is off the
I'm floored.
chain.
Oh,
You're floored, and now you have been blown up.
why would you take me out at my most vulnerable?
Ash Monday's gifted another sub.
No.
Ash Monday, my goodness, Ash Monday, thank you. Hold on, I gotta send these over to the sub zone. Congratulations to Teddy Barra. And thank you to Ash Monday for... Oh, I grabbed some Jaffa cakes. I have these now. Now these are mine. You've got that. Okay, I'll eat these.
Okay.
That's fine.
Perfect. I'm one of those Amazon drones now. Yeah, I'm gonna deliver it to you. Ready?
No way.
Yeah,
Ready?
Paper Box House says, okay. Oh, I wasn't ready. But I totally caught it first time.
No
Paper Box
way.
House says-
I can't believe this. Ah.
Is that what's playing?
I think
Do
so.
we have Robotic?
I can't hear it.
Get a load of this.
A lot of our alerts are mixed up.
Pal Bro with a gifted sub to Licorice Art. Thank you so much, Pal Bro.
Thank
Pal
you.
Bro. What? Ah! I keep getting blown up every time I try to... Okay, this is just my life now. Thank you, Pal Bro. Thank you very, very much. I'm sending this. I'm sending it.
Yeah, you're
we
sending
go.
everyone.
Oh. If I could call it that, that would have been incredible.
That would have been awesome.
Can you imagine? I would have looked so
Get
cool.
back here.
Send it to the sub zone.
The sub zone. Do.
Ash Monday again with the gifted sub to Baja Griffon.
Baja.
Yeah, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. But if I am, please do feel free to correct me on any incorrect pronunciations I make. I want to get y'all's names right. So I'm like, let me know if I'm pronouncing
right.
things wrong.
Get him right. Oh, no.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
Onsta.
goodness. Onsta.
She just wanted to see the baby Sonic again.
Of course. Of course she did.
You killed them.
Onsta, this is incredible. Thank you. Wow, guys. I am also now floored. This is... Yeah, you guys... Thank you. Thank you. Onsta, thank you. You're incredible. Congratulations. What if Julia? Hey, Julia. Blarg and Swag. Stardust Lotus. Bus Driver Katurp. And Carneolius.
Does What If Julia lurking, or does it pick people who have previously been here?
I don't know.
How does it know?
If you are lurking, hello. If you're not lurking, then I hope that somewhere in the distance, Julia's like, I feel like a bird somewhere called my name.
Julia.
Like demons from across
What
the brain.
if Julia? I really like What If Julia's name because it's like, what if Julia? Like on her like announcements and stuff is like, what if Julia followed you?
Ah, it's good. It's like when you call yourself something like that in Pokemon games.
Like just in time.
Kind of.
Just in time for tea.
Kind of. Yeah. It's like when you call yourself something in Pokemon like I cannot, and then it's like I cannot use the potion and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Also, Baja Griffon
No
says
way.
it's like
I can't
Baja
believe
and no
this.
worries. Thank you very much. I'll remember that.
Baha. Thank you for the subscription.
Yeah. Metalhead Scott just subscribed at tier 1. Metalhead Scott, you are a legend. Thank you. Thank you so much. Hope you're having a good day.
Julia is another streamer. They usually play stuff like Dead by Daylight and things like that. They're really cozy. They got a good feel.
What is this that someone sent in?
Got a good vibe. Oh yeah, that was my. I did a meme once. I tweeted a meme. I did that.
Ah, back in your memeing days.
I was one day.
It's the memeing days of memedom.
It was my greatest meme.
Long, long ago. In the days of memeing.
Yeah, you know the GTA. No, it wasn't GTA. It was Reservoir Dogs 2. No, what was it? Red Dead Redemption 2.
I'm not sure.
There was some footage where someone walked into a really it was a bridge doing this, and they got sent flying. So I was like, you know what this needs?
Yeah.
This needs Screaming Cowboy.
And you were right.
I was right.
It did need that.
It did.
But Velocity Art! Velocity Art! Thank you! Thank you for the sub.
Yo, thank you.
They're gifting a tier 1 sub to Echo Off. Echo Oof? Echo Oof. Echo Off. You let me know if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Congratulations! Thank you so much, Velocity Art. You guys are bonkers. I feel like we need to get off this screen. I feel like there's something in the air.
Sure.
I feel like this like we're poisoning people somehow, and they're like, "We'll throw subs. This is a solution."
Maybe they just like the pretty colors.
Maybe
I don't know.
They are pretty.
Is your screen ready?
No, but that's okay. Just stick it on NDA for now. I need to decide what I'm working on.
Okay, dual stream wide. Whoa.
But yeah, inking's always been super difficult for me. I've never been a very good cleanup artist. Because with a good cleanup artist, or with good cleanup in general, what you want to do is to push the animation, make it clearer, make it better. So a good cleanup artist will do that for you. Like, they will up your work. Not in a way where you should necessarily expect them to carry the animation. I don't mean like, oh, you can do a shitty animation and the cleanup artist will just fix it for you. I found a chair. But I do mean that if you send them good animation, then if they're a good cleanup artist, generally what you get back will be even cooler. Because they will push the spacing based on the charts you give them, or they will like better define the drawing and add the little touches like line weighting. So yeah, I've learned that through working with incredible cleanup artists that, oh my gosh, there are cleanup artists that will next level your work. David Liu is one of those. So,
yeah.
So you guys, anyone who's seen Night Runner Magnum Bullets knows that one of the shots I worked on was the shot of the wolf on the bullet, like singing and crying at the end. And I was proud of the animation for that. But the difference that it makes having David's cleanup and David's lighting on there is absolutely bonkers. In fact, I think I cleaned that one up. I think it was just David's lighting and it elevated it so much.
Well, he was telling a second story through the lighting that was accentuating and supporting what was already there.
Yeah. So I learned pretty quickly, like working with Bryony as well, Doodle Curls on the Mystic Crystal, the amount of difference her cleanup made and her cleanup notes made to the production is immense. So I learned that you know, one of the reasons that I think my cleanup isn't very good is I don't think about that kind of stuff when I'm cleaning up. I tend to just follow the lines. Whereas a good cleanup artist will think about how they can push the animation even further when they're working on it. That's something I'd like to get better at.
Chica Madara says, now that you were talking about cleanup, it's like, oh, the trap card, it has been sprung. You're talking about animation. How could this possibly have happened?
How did this happen?
How? could you talk about how you started working in animation? Did you always work as freelancers?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I certainly did not. Look at this cute thumbnail. Thank you.
thank you.
So I started out, my first animation job ever was at Boulder Media. So I was living in England and I finally got the confidence up to apply. It took me a really long time to apply for an animation job because I was really scared I'd get rejected. And it would like confirm an internal fear I had that I wasn't good enough to have an animation job. So I just didn't apply for ages because I was like, I'd rather not know. Now it's my decision not to have an animation job, not
Yeah.
someone else's.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wow, I'm really dumb. So I applied for an animation job and I got one. I got rejected too. Like I applied for Gumball first, The Amazing World of Gumball, and I didn't get in.
I remember when you did the art test for Gumball and they passed you a whole bunch of like Adobe Flash files and you were like, what do I do with these?
How do I?
How do
I-
work?
What?
And I was like, oh, have you not used symbols and stuff before? And you were like, why are there timelines inside of timelines? It was like Inception for you. You're like, why are there timelines inside of the timelines inside of the timelines? And I was like, that's how symbols do.
Yeah. They were like, can you use Flash? And I was like,
Sure.
yes. Definitely yes. Definitely.
Definitely.
And I got the test and I was like, oh god, how do I use Flash? What is this? What does this mean? I must learn it in the 3 days it takes me to make this test. But yeah,
Yeah.
anyway, I got a job at Boulder Media and my first show was Wander Over Yonder, which was super special to me because I was already a huge fan of that series. So getting to work on it was like the dream. But then after, I think it was like a year and a half or something, maybe 2 years working at Boulder Media, I started to get real itchy. I had an idea that I'd been cooking up for a little bit that I really wanted to do called Girl in the Glim. And there wasn't time in the day to do it. I was like working on it in my lunch breaks and stuff. And I just, they were doing puppet animation at Boulder, which is like a wonderful, awesome form of animation, but I really missed drawing because I'm a classical 2D animator at heart, and I really missed that aspect of it. So I decided to take a 6-month break, and then the break just never ended because as I was taking the break, people started wanting me to work on stuff with them.
Yeah.
And it was mostly thanks to me taking part in some of the collabs I did. So I took part in collabs like Animator Grump because I was a huge Grumps fan. I still am. I'm a huge Grumps fan, so when I had some time off, I really wanted to do that. It actually overlapped with my time off and me being at Boulder Media. I was having to do it after work. But I was doing that for fun. And people really liked it.
Oh.
And it got me in contact with people like Patrick, who was also a Grumps fan. And on my time off, I started streaming for the first time, just streaming my animation projects I was doing for fun.
Yeah, so that was the first project that I worked on with you making an animation together. Was the Animated Grump, right?
Yeah.
Like you'd done little animation tests and like had said like, Mike, can you make a background for this? And I was like, sure. Or there was like the comp test, but the Animated Grump was the first. That was. Are we just chatting? Are we just chatting? Is this
Think
what's
so.
happening? Yeah, maybe a cozy chatty morning. Okay, let's do this.
This is good. This is fine. This is working out well.
Get this, but this. Yeah. Come over closer this way.
Okay. Go. There you go. You good?
I wanted to be closer. Camera, come over. Camera, come over here. There we go. I need to be this close.
Yeah, so Doig and I worked on the...
Fuck you!
Well, I can say where I'm floating around.
Yeah,
Doig and I
okay.
worked on Animated Grump together. And I started streaming my first little freelance animations. Well, they weren't even freelance. I started streaming my first personal animations that I was just doing for fun on the channel. And then I was lamenting the fact that I didn't have anyone to talk to about animation anymore because I wasn't in a studio. And Doig made like a little community for me to chat with. And people who were coming to the streams and hanging out ended up becoming like really close friends. And then when we made friends with Patrick, and he got the offer from Danny to work on Starlight Brigade and Night Runner Magnum Bullets, he asked us if we wanted to help out.
Yeah.
And we were like, heck yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And I think he'd seen your work. Like, he's also a Grumps fan, so he'd saw your work on the animated Grump and all the stuff since then, and was just like, they got stuff. They got the stuff.
Yeah. And it just kind of cascaded since then. So that's like the story of how I started in animation and started freelancing. Was I just wanted to make a comic book and I wanted to do hand-drawn stuff. So I took some time off work to do that. But during the time I took off, like people started to ask me if I wanted to work on stuff with them. So I ended up just never really going back.
Yeah, so I think I should point out the fact that you did the animated Grump while you were still working.
Yeah, excuse me, I'm gonna eat a cereal bar. I'm still here.
Okay.
Just don't mind me.
I'll do some of the talking then. Yeah, so I think it was like the start of 2017. The start of 2017, India took on the shots for the animated Grump. And it was after that we completed that in about February that we were like, we should make a YouTube channel. It in preparation for that getting released, so that we had somewhere to, because they were like, oh, link us your YouTube channel for people to find your work afterwards, and we were like, we don't have one. So that's when Dog and Swift kind of started, and then in April of that year, India was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to take some time off, but I really want to, in the middle of all that, we were like, we should use our channel for something. There's nothing on it. So we started doing little Let's Plays, and one of the first Let's Plays we did was Night in the Woods, and we started that on India's birthday in 2017, and it got to the point where a couple months later we're getting towards the finale in the release schedule, because we were like, we'll put up 2 episodes a day, let's do it, yeah. And so like 100 and something episodes later, we're like, India was like, do you want to do something special for the finale? And I was like, what do you mean special? What are you talking about? She's like, what if we hit an animation at the very end of the Let's Play to reward people who have made it all the way to the end? And I was like, you're crazy. Why would you hide an animation? She's like, because it will feel like they'll just be like unexpected. So we spent 12 days just like, oh, we're making an animation because our release schedule demands that it releases on this day. Oh or no. And in the middle of all that, India was like, what if we started streaming it? Like making it, and that's how it started. Our streaming stuff. I wasn't even meant to be part of all this. And if you ever listen to the first streams, I'm asleep through most of the first parts of them, and then I wander in, and India's like, "Oh, hey, Mike," and I'm like, "Oh, hello." Yeah, streaming making a secret thing. I don't know. India's cool like that.
Yeah. I drank some tea and had some cereal bar. Thanks, Doig. Yeah, I figured the people who are watching me stream animation, the people who are watching us play Night in the Woods weren't necessarily all the same people.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah. So now when people ask me how to get into freelance animation, I always say just make something that you want to make for fun and try and do a good job of it. And then if people see what you did online and they like it, then they'll probably ask you to work on their projects. Like, that's my general advice. Is like, if you really love something, maybe do a little fan animation of it.
Yeah.
Or just, if you want to like really push your sense of staging or composition, maybe do a little project to help you do that. Just make sure it's small. Like the thing we did for Night in the Woods. Oh gosh! I'll just finish my sentence. The thing we did for Night in the Woods was only like 30 seconds or something long. And the Grumps thing that kind of took off, that was only 17 seconds. So you can keep it small.
Yeah.
But if it's good and people see a little clip and they're like, oh wow, that's well animated, then they're going to be like, hey, do you want to do some freelance shots on this project I'm working on?
Yeah, I think our advice can boil down to it's two parts. Make what you want to be making, and then the second part is be seen to be making what you want to be making. So you could be making stuff and just not putting it anywhere, and and like that's really important. Like you need to be making what you want to be making, and then put it out somewhere.
Ash Monday has gifted 5 more subs.
Oh,
They've gifted a total of 104 subs. You're over 100 subs gifted, Ash Monday. That's effing bonkers and incredible.
that's crazy.
That's sincerely, thank you so much. That's incredibly generous of you. Oh my gosh.
Your chair has become.
I did not mean to position my chair exactly where all the bits were going to come.
It's
But
really
I will
funny.
take advantage of it now.
Oh god,
collect them all.
earthquake.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not
Ash
even gonna
Monday, thank you
compete.
so much. Congratulations to Nick Was, Jade Sorcery, Totally Wholesome, Retrotome 709, and Zelbina. And let me see who.
And it's hard though. Like if you've not worked in like productions before, it's hard to know like pipelines and all that stuff. Like it's hard to know in advance. So
You work it out when you're doing it.
you got
basically.
you gotta work it out as you're doing it. That's part of the strength of making and finishing things. Is you learn it's like trial by fire. You learn that stuff by doing.
Your Majesty of Cloud, thank you very, very much for the bits. Hey, T-posing Doig.
Aye.
Let me send these to the subzone.
I think a lot of people, they're waiting for permission to start. Like they feel like, oh, in order to make the dream thing that I really want to make, I have to work for the company who's already making that. And it's just not the case. Those companies will hire people who seem like they're making the same sort, like have the same sort of ambition and like they're capable of doing the same sort of thing. Now that said, like as India is saying, you can keep it small and still showcase the similar sort of thing. You don't have to make like 4-minute animated short or anything like that. As India said, the first thing that she did was like 17 seconds long. But gosh darn, didn't we try and make it the best 17 seconds that we could?
Yeah, we were like, we gotta make it super cool. So yeah, just have fun is my advice. And I know there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of pressure when you don't have an animation job to find one, because it's a lot about kind of proving to yourself that you can do it. So like it's sometimes hard to, you know, someone says to you, hey, relax and have fun with it, and you're like, it's easy for you to say you have an animation job, but it really is like, it's tough because like the best way to do it is the way that feels most counterintuitive, and it is just to like embrace the things you love, have fun, and make something you think is cool, because you'll then attract people who like that same kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, they try and tailor their portfolios for hiring managers, and they try and seem like the best catch to someone else. And it's like, how do I get hired? It's like, make something someone can't say no to. Just I don't know. Okay, so I'm giving these like fleeting advices
There's a couple
or
of
whatever.
bits of good advice that we've kind of found and learned over the time that we've been working, which isn't huge, but it's some time. So you can take or leave our advice. But the first one is that if you want a particular job, just start making stuff as if you were doing that job already, because the people who are hiring for that job want to know you can do it already. So I've seen a lot of people say like, oh, I really want to work on Castlevania, but I can't animate people like that yet. And it's like, well, you know, maybe learn to like do some shots like Castlevania would with people like that. And then when you send your reel in, Castlevania will be like, oh, this is what we do. They can do it. Awesome. You know, you don't have to wait until you get hired on by them to do it. A lot of people say, oh, if I get hired by Castlevania, I'll learn how to do this well. And it's like, yeah, you will learn a lot on the job, but they will want you to know that stuff before you go in.
Yeah, you'll learn how to do it better.
So whatever you want to do, just do it anyway. And then the people who are doing that kind of stuff are going to see it and be like, oh, wow, they can already do that. I'm going to hire them to do it. You might learn to do it better, but you can always like self-teach as well. Like, remember that you don't have to wait to get somewhere to learn something. You can learn something right now just by practicing it.
Did you think I knew how to program games before I started making this overlay? Fuck no.
No.
But I learned. I learned as like if you go back a few months and you go back and you're like, oh cool, the characters run around. I didn't know how to do that months ago.
Baha Griffon says, I guess I'm worried about learning the wrong way and then on the job doing a lot of correcting. Here's a little secret. There is no wrong way. There really isn't. Different artists work in different ways, and one person's going to tell you one way is the wrong way, and another person's going to tell you that's the right way. Because people learn differently, and everyone's animation is different. This camera zooming out like the end of the episode is here.
I think as long as you're not stubborn, it'll be fine. If someone's like, hey, this is a more efficient way to do this, and you're like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Well, if it is more efficient, if it's not more efficient, then...
There's really not a wrong way. Like, so long as you're getting the results you want, you can work however you want. And that's one of the big secrets, is people think people are going to teach them how to do it. And then they get taught different ways by different people. And it's like everybody has their own weird, wacky way of doing this stuff. So there really isn't like an incorrect way.
There's so much objective advice out there now, though. Like, there's so many tutorials, like people just putting out tips and tricks. There's like just on Twitter that you can. There's such a wealth of information out there. And with the uprising of Discord, like there's a whole bunch of communities out there that they just make and share work together. Hi. Don't mind me. I'll
just be here on the floor. And I think the other piece of advice that Mike was touching on is don't make stuff you think people want to see just because you think they want to see it. Yeah. Because if you get hired for that and you don't enjoy it, then you're going to have to be doing that for the next like 6 months to a year of your life every day.
Yeah, it's the same thing of like trying to follow trends and like making fan art because you think it's going to be popular. It's like, make fan art of the things that you're a fan of.
Yeah.
Because people can tell, and you'll burn out because you'll be like, oh, this seems popular and maybe people will like this. It's like, do you like it? Do you want to be making that?
And if it does get popular, are you willing to then field the bunch of people saying, hey, I really like that robot you did. Will you do this mechanics animation for us for the next 2 years? And you're like, oh, but I really want to do character acting, but I guess I have to take it because it's the animation job offer I've been waiting for. And then you're trapped into doing that. And then when you leave that job finally, your entire portfolio is robot and animation like that. And then people see that on your show reel and they're like, oh, will you do this robot animation for us? And you end up in a cycle where, because everything you get hired for is that, everything on your reel is that, and so everyone who offers you a job is looking for that.
And this might be like super wish-washy advice, and like it's not often the case that you can like turn down work. The reality is the world is that you know you got to make money to survive in some cases. And if you are stuck in a place where like you're having to split your time between maybe working a part-time job or even a full-time job and something that's not what you want to be doing, our advice for that is, because a lot of people are like, I don't have the time to put into this personal work, and when I get home from the job I'm really tired.
That's
And-
totally fair.
And that is totally fair. Like all of these other responsibilities that might be in your life, they will affect how much you're able to do. One solution if you've if you've not got like a whole bunch of kids and a whole bunch of pets and like so many responsibilities that do take up your time outside of the full-time work, then our advice would be set your alarm an hour earlier and do an hour of work before you go to work. Just squeeze in an extra hour in the start of your day.
That's what I did. I love mornings. When I was trying to put together a 2D reel and I was working at a UI mobile game studio doing UI design, I was getting up at 5 in the morning every morning and trying to squeeze in 2 hours of work before I had to get up to go to my job. And that was great time in the morning because no one was up and it was super quiet. And I was like, these are my hours. I can put on Game Grumps and I can do some cool animation and this is my time.
It changes your state of mind. It changes from like you're getting home and you have to like build yourself up again to work on something. It changes it to that's what you're waking up for.
I do want to just call out because this sub has been sitting in the background
Oh,
for
okay.
for 5 to 10 minutes. Who sent this? We need to thank them. Thank you so much for the gifted sub.
Thank you.
Do you know who it was, Mike?
The last one was from LU Rika.
Eureka, thank you so much. Is this a sub for them or a sub for someone else?
It's for them.
Congratulations and thank you so much. We really appreciate it. I do want to call out a message I saw in the chat from Pocket Bear Illustrator, who says, that's sort of the thing. I want to work in character design, but I know it's an impossible job to get off the bat. I should do some storyboarding since I know studios always look for storyboard artists. Why do you think that getting a job as a character designer is impossible off the bat? You know what would make getting a job as a character designer impossible off the bat?
Doing
If you
storyboards
were
for months.
Advertising yourself as a storyboard artist.
Yeah.
Then no one would hire you as a character designer because they would be like, this person's a storyboarder. I will hire them for storyboards. It's totally possible to get a job as a character designer off the bat. I have a friend who worked as a character designer at Boulder and came over as that, as their job. You can totally do it. You just need to be, good at what you do, which I'm sure that you are, or at least you will be when you have more practice. Because there's nothing you can't do with practice in terms of artwork and stuff.
Yeah.
It's all just learning. It's like anything else. It's like riding a bike,
There is value in working in studios outside of your chosen field. Like I will say that if you know people who are looking for a storyboarder and you're capable and you can work on a production
And you want to.
yeah, you'll make friends that way.
Mhm.
And they can see that you're capable, good attitude, good to work with. Like one of the other powerful things.
Powerful.
One of the other powerful things aside from just making good work is, are you an asshole? No? Good. Because if you're good to work with, if you hand your stuff in on time, if you're agreeable in a way where you're easy to work with, and people know that about you, and they've maybe you've done a little group project with them that wasn't professional, but they were like, whoa, they were really cool to work with. They didn't have to take like huge amounts of time to pull them on track, and like they pulled their weight and everything. Remember in school when you had group projects and you're like, oh my gosh, that person, I would never want to work with them again. You want to be the opposite of that. You want to be capable and the opposite of that. You want to be the person in the group project who's like, man, they were amazing to work with.
Yeah, if I was going to do another group project, I'd want them on my team. Because animation is a team sport.
That shit's gold.
If you're working for a studio or if you're working on a production, as long as you're not like freelancing on your own personal stuff and you're the only person on the team, if you're working with other people, it's a team sport. So you kind of need to be a team player. But I feel like everyone in the chat here will have no problems with that.
Yeah, if you're here, then you've already passed the vibe filter.
Yeah, so Pocket Bear, what is it that makes you feel like getting a character design job off the bat is going to be hard? Is it because you found it difficult to get one so far?
Is it that the character designers are like those roles are less often available
It might be because
and more competitive?
it might be because whereas the studio would need something like 30 animators, they probably only need 1 or 2 character designers.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's totally possible. Just fill your portfolio with character designs and make sure they look like they're studio worthy. You know, check out what character designs from studios normally look at and lay yours out the same. Make sure you have a bunch of really good expressions, you know, like those incredible expression sheets you see at Disney and Pixar. Make sure you have sheets of those.
Yeah.
Turnarounds, like, if you fill your portfolio with really good character designs, I guarantee you it's only going to be a matter of time before a studio is like, these character designs are really good.
Often it'll be a case that you'll be hired for a production that vibes with what you do anyway. Like if people are staffing up for a production, they're going to be like, okay, who fits in with the vibe of this one? Rather than, oh, who's a competent character designer, you know?
Yeah. Also, just like being cool, making friends, is really nice, because then when you have a project, you've got a bunch of people who you're like, I really like this person's work and I really like talking to and working with this person. So I'm going to ask them to help me out. And likewise, your friends will be like, oh wow, you know, oh, Swifty's looking for work. I liked working with her. I want to work with her on something again. Or for the first time. Like, she seems like she'd be cool to work with. And then they'll ask you. Let's see. Licorice Art says, I was wondering if you guys have experience or knowledge of this. I might have to get into a studio job soon, but suffer from a chronic illness as of recently, in which I can't work more than about 4 hours a day. In my younger days as animator, I used to work at a mobile game studio where I used to crunch constantly, so I'm kind of afraid to get a studio job again, in case I were to push myself to make the hours and feel guilty, or they wouldn't even care for hiring me. That's very tough. I don't have any personal experience of trying to work with a chronic illness, so I'm sure that there's like just shades of this that I will not be able to speak on and just don't have the authority to speak on because I haven't experienced it. But I would say if you can only work 4 hours a day, that should be totally cool with the studio. And if it's not cool with the studio, don't work for them.
Yeah.
Remember that when you're negotiating with a studio to get hired, it's a two-way negotiation.
Yeah.
It's not just that they get to negotiate, you do too. You get to ask for higher wages and like compromise with them on that, and you get to also field your hours. Like, having a chronic illness is a very, you know, reasonable reason to ask for fewer hours. So you could totally say to them, I can only do 4 hours a day because of this, and if they're okay with it, that's great, and if they're not, then don't work for them.
We knew 2 people who would share one job, and they would split their time across the week.
Oh yeah, at Boulder Media.
Yeah. So maybe what you'd be looking for is like if there's someone who can also do 4 hours a day, and you just split the responsibility, and it's like you split the salary between the two of you. It'd be a stranger one, but that way a hiring manager,
happened.
yeah, that a hiring manager can be like, okay, I can treat these 2 people like one full work week, in the schedule and stuff.
Yeah, and the better your work is, the more kind of wiggle room you have to push that kind of stuff. Because the more they're going to be like, well, we really want to work with this person.
Yeah.
You know? Likewise, for the better you are to work with, the more reliable you are, the more communicative you are on projects, the more people are going to be like, oh, well, this person's really good to work with. So let's push the boat out a little bit for them, make sure we can get them on the team. The alternative would be to, rather than go for a studio job, to look for freelance instead, and to let them know, hey, this week I can do 16 hours. I can give you 16 hours a week for 4 days. Sorry, for 5 days.
So we might be painting a kind of rose-tinted impression of like finding freelance work, but let me just tell you, I'm 34 this year, and for about 10 years of my career, I bounced around shitty jobs, and I took what was offered to me, and I worked in mobile games, and I was made redundant twice in the first 2 years of my working career. I was taking things that were offered to me rather than aiming towards anything. And for 10 years, I had a pretty miserable career, honestly. Like, I worked on things you've never heard of. I put years of my life into stuff that just never came out. And as much as like I was really fortunate and lucky to get hired, I got hired because I did a games competition. I got hired because I did something I really wanted to do and aimed towards, and then everything else from that was just kind of like a clusterfuck of happenstance. I didn't really know what I wanted to do for a good 10 years. There was a point where
You still don't really. I'd argue.
I still don't really. This is the trouble when you.
But you found something that you really enjoy working on, and it's this overlay that we're standing in right now.
This is the thing that I like. Whenever
This
I'm
is your
doing
passion
anything else, I'm
project.
like, oh, I really wish I was tinkering with that, which is strange. But yeah, it's kind of.
This is the thing you
around.
choose to do in your free time. It's like, oh, I want to see if I can add this feature or do that. And you're really enjoying it. So we don't really know what this is yet. But all we know is that Doig loves doing it.
I love it.
So therefore, it's totally worth doing.
It does, Kurzik. It sparks great joy. I love seeing like India play around with and mess around in here.
I love messing around in here. It's so fun.
So yeah, this thing is like a culmination of like a whole bunch of different experiences and disciplines from joy. Yeah, from across those like 10 years of bouncing around. But like I worked on mobile games. I didn't have any. My first job I took, I was between two jobs. I could work in a company that was in the same city I already lived in, and it meant that the person I was like my partner at the time and where we were staying, we could just stay in the same house and it was safe. And I hated that job, honestly.
Yeah.
I always felt like I wasn't capable of going at the speed that they needed me to. The artwork that we had to make was all this vector based. Like it wasn't me. It just wasn't me. But I took the job because it felt easy. Adulting wise, I didn't have to. It wasn't as complicated as the other one, which would require moving country. Which we would just been from Scotland to England, but it was still like hundreds of miles away. I would have had to find a place. I would have had to have like try to work out a ride share. There was a whole bunch of other strings attached to it, but it would have been working at Rare. Albeit it would have been working on the Microsoft clothing avatar
clothing.
thing, and it was like that job might have been a little bit more dry, but I think I would have had more adventure. You
You were
know,
more excited to go there and meet new people and be in a new space and be working at Rare.
I think I would have flourished more, maybe.
That was
or
the
at
thing you
least-
really wanted to do,
Yeah. Well,
but you taught yourself out of it. 'cause
the
you were
other
scared.
job had more of an interesting bunch of roles. It was more of a generalist role, and it would have been. Yeah, I learned a bunch on the one that I actually took.
I do want to call out that we got some crow mails. I think one of which we missed ages ago.
Oh,
Would you be able to grab those, Doig, so we can
yeah.
say them? I also want to call out Tombo Fry in chat, who said networking is super important, but for some people it's also really difficult to do. And my advice for that would be not to think of it as networking. I think networking is a really bad word, and it's kind of, for me, it kind of poisoned the well for a long time in thinking about it, because I thought networking was something different to just making friends, and it turns out it's just making friends, which is something that you do naturally when you get on with people and have similar interests.
Yeah, your network is your friend group.
So definitely don't make friends with people just for their clout, but do look around at the friends that you're making just being in the space of art and animation. That is networking.
This
It's
is
the same
networking.
thing. Yeah. Your friends will think of you when jobs are available because they'll know you're a cool person. And that's all there is to it. Calling it networking like makes it feel somehow, I don't know, it makes it feel deliberate in a way that I think goes against the grain of what is actually happening.
Well, I think networking, when you were talking about it, maybe as a student or a graduate, is because you don't have any real work experience. Networking is trying to get into a social circle you're not already part of, and that is hard because you kind of view it from as an outsider perspective of like all the terms. How do I break into the industry? It's like you don't have to break in. It doesn't have to be like this violent act where like you've snuck in and like oh they're trespassing. I think roll up to the industry, flump into it.
Yeah, do a belly flop into the industry. Ease yourself in slowly, one toe at a time.
I think people go to these conferences and these conventions, and they're these massive groups of aspiring artists and animators, and they look up to all these working professionals as like, oh, I need to get noticed, or I need some validation from these people. But what you got to realize is networking is, who's the person to the left of you? Who are the other attendees that year? Who are the friend groups that you wander around with and go to the talks and go to the barbecues afterward, or like get a drink with? Who are the people who are in the trenches with you trying to find work? Because those are the people who are going to be working in the industry 2 to 3 to 4 years from that. Then
one of the coolest pieces of advices I ever got. The coolest pieces of advices I ever got was someone saying, and I think I heard this on a podcast, but I can't remember who it was, so I'm sorry that I can't attribute this to the right
Steal
person.
it. It's yours now.
No, it's not.
It's yours.
But they said people are always looking for like the Brad Birds that they can work with in the industry, like the people who are already super established, veterans and legends who they feel like they have to like get in with and get to know, and they need to impress them and go, find them to work in the industry and network with them. But people never look for the Brad Birds that are around them right now. Like, don't forget that the people around you right now are the future of the industry. Like,
Yeah.
they will be tomorrow's Brad Birds.
Yeah.
These friends that you have right now, you're all going to go on to make such cool stuff and inspire so many other people. You don't need to worry about impressing like the previous generation of people. Just worry about making cool stuff with the people that you enjoy spending time with now. Because too many people like abandon their friends to run off after people who are like have already made it, because I think that's their ticket in. And
Yeah.
it's like you could be making cool, fun stuff with the people around you right now. I hate networking because to me it's just friendship, and when you apply the word networking to it, it feels like the friendship exists for you to get something out of it.
It changes stuff in my brain from like was that interaction successful?
Don't.
Yeah. No, that
no.
was me. That was me like 5-6 years ago. Of like, oh, we're going to like CTN. Oh my god, I got to make the most of
We
this.
have to talk to as many like big people as we can and make good impression. And it's like no. Like, making friends with people in industry is something that I was always excited to do. The thing that excited me most about being in the industry was having more animators to talk to and rant about and geek out with. And it's one of the most fun parts of being in a community and in a space. So yeah, I guess just don't poison the pool by thinking about it in terms of what you can get out of it too much. Just enjoy being here with the people that you're around and enjoy making stuff together if possible.
Yeah, share your interests, share your struggles. share like, what are you trying to do? And how's it going?
Kozak says petition to change the term networking into vibing.
Yeah,
I
let's
love
just
that.
vibe.
Yeah, let's just vibe.
Vibe into the
Look,
industry.
If you want to be successful in animation, you gotta learn to vibe. You just gotta.
Think about your experiences. Maybe you are introverted. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're extroverted, and all of this advice is like, what? Yeah, I'll just go. I'm the life of the party, and like, cool, more power to you. But if you are more than likely in the probability of everything, an awkward introverted, doesn't know where to put themselves or how to have conversations with people you don't know. Every single person in that circle right there and then has been through that experience. And if you fuck up and say something goofy, just lean into it. As long as you're not saying something that's horrendous, everything will be fine. They'll be more worried about what they've said.
Everyone's always more worried about themselves.
Everyone's more worried about what they've been saying than what you're saying. They're just like, okay, cool. They're covering the conversation just now. What a relief.
Yeah, standing in a circle with people who you're chatting to and being like, oh my gosh, what am I doing with my hands? My hands look so... what am I doing? Everyone's going to look at... Everyone knows that I'm doing something weird with my hands and I don't know what I'm doing. And everyone else in the circle is like, what am I doing with my face? Everyone's looking at me. What am I doing with my face?
Why are my butt cheeks so clenched?
Everyone's feeling like that. I have a really fast piece of advice in terms of business cards. This is like entirely separate to the whole like motivation conversation, but Kozak just brought up business cards. And I have strong feelings on business cards, which is don't make your business card super duper nice. Don't do it. Because what will happen is you'll make super duper nice business cards, and then whenever you go to an event or somewhere you can give them out, your friends will be like, oh, can I have one? And you'll be like, I spent 250 euros getting these 50 business cards printed, and I only have a limited number. No.
Yeah,
I would keep them. And then you feel like an asshole because your friends are asking you if they can have a business card because they like your business card. And you're like, no, not for you. You're not important enough to get one of my business cards.
No.
Wait.
Context.
So my advice is get cards which are nice, but not super duper expensive.
You have to explain why they were so expensive, because people are like, why the fuck? What is it printed on? Silk! What are you talking about?
Okay. I'll give you guys context. But yeah, print shitty business cards. Don't make them shitty. Make them nice, but don't make them like 250 euro nice, okay? Because you want to be able to give them to your friends and everyone and not feel like an asshole.
Yeah, so
the context is, I designed a business card that I thought was really cool.
it was clever.
And it was really cool. It was a doodle I did of myself sitting, and then the business card was entirely clear apart from that, and then the details on it saying what I did. And the premise was that you could hold me up like in front of any chair and I would sit on it, right? So the whole point of the business card was like, you know, put me in your office, have me in your office, try me in your office.
Yeah.
So it was like, you take these business cards to your office and visualize me being there. Don't you want this? So, like, they were pretty cool business cards, which is why, like, people wanted them, which is awesome, and I really appreciated it. But they were expensive to print because they were, like, on clear plastic with this, like, very good quality ink printed over the top. They were cool, but they were not worth it.
India still has a few of them. If you want one of them, they're $50.
No, if you want one of them, I can just give them to you now because they're so outdated.
No,
they're from like 2017.
No. Memorable collectible Deugenswift memorabilia. The time India thought it was a good idea to spend 250 euros on a card.
It was stupid. And to be fair, people remembered me from the card.
No, absolutely. People
it
were like,
absolutely worked. Like, people were like, "Oh, you're the one with the clear business card."
Yeah.
But also, I would rather have just given them a normal business card and not felt like a dick than...
No, I think you gave it to people who were like, oh, you wanted to give it to, but everyone else who are like, oh, that's a really cool idea. Can I have one? And you're like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I
I
wanna
only
give you
have
one,
50 of them.
But I only have like 20 left, and I don't know how many more people I'm gonna give them to.
And she was at CTN with these, so there's fucking hundreds of people she could have given them to. And she was like, maybe them. I don't know.
Yeah, it made giving business cards way more stressful than it should have been. I should have just written my name on a piece of paper and then ripped it off and given it to someone, you know?
I think, yeah, your portfolio pretty much spoke for itself back then.
Well, either way, that's my advice with business cards. Don't make them too fancy. Like, just keep it simple.
Don't go all American Psycho on your business cards like this little fucking bird right here.
Yeah.
Eggshell
Don't do it.
white, no, clear plastic, clear.
Clear gold foil.
There's a thickness to them as well.
Oh my god, yeah, they were nice.
Yeah, they're not like floppy or anything.
I hate the way the camera's just like, and now we're finishing.
Well,
Keeps like drifting slowly out.
That's just because we go out of this little volume here.
Here.
Yeah,
There
you
we
have to
are.
stand here, so it's like the pet adopt us camera.
Mon Donuts says, are you going to CTN this year? No, I don't think so. But
no.
maybe next year. COVID's still too real. You know, it's still not under control out there.
One day we'll go to an event and we'll be like guests or some shit like.
This
yeah,
is it.
this is it.
This is it.
I can't believe that.
Me sweating as I'm looking at other people's business cards.
Okay, no, this is a reenactment of everyone else looking at India's business card. Like everyone else was the Patrick Bateman in that scenario where they're like, oh my god, she printed it on like clear plastic. What am I doing with my life?
You're doing
it's so
it right,
good.
guys, because I could not. I still have them left over, and what am I meant to do with them now, huh?
Yeah, they're just in her
I coulda
bedside
given-
drawer.
I could have given them to people, but I didn't. So
They're-
yeah.
Oh, they're not doing the big tent this year. Oh, that sucks. That was the best part of CTN.
The big tent.
Yeah, big tent.
I just loved a big tent.
Shut up! It's full of artists, and they had all the money.
So is it going to be online this year?
Or is it going to be in person, but like just
Frame
in the
them.
conference?
Give it to us. Yeah, sure. Maybe if anyone wants one, I'll send it to them.
Oh yeah! Imagine we went to a live event and we just had the puppets come up on a screen.
That'd be incredible. Imagine if we could get the puppets to walk out on stage.
Well, like
We have to build
holograms.
yeah, I have to build animatronics.
Yeah. Actual robots. Beep boop
Beep boop.
beep beep boop boop banana. Yeah. So
Yeah. So
hopefully
I guess advice corner is kind of over.
yeah.
We kind of spoke about everything. We didn't expect to.
We have crow mails to answer though.
Oh yeah, please.
Okay. So 53 minutes ago from
Oh my
Hinka
gosh,
Pink
I'm
Heart.
so sorry, Hinka Pink.
Since we already know we're at Cleanup India, do you use an unweighted brush or a weighted brush? You know, pressure sensitivity, turn on or off. I'm so unsure what's smarter, what gives more control and such.
Well, really, it's a question of what you like and the style you're going for. It really is. Like, there are some people who really, really love using unweighted brushes at one fixed size, and that's how they enjoy drawing. Really, you need to just lean into whatever feels best for you.
I feel like unweighted brush really works at like thinner brush weights.
Yeah. Like, who's that prolific anime director whose stuff always uses like no line weight? They did like a Ride Your Wave and Lou Over the Garden Wall.
I don't know their name offhand.
But yeah, like they use a fixed width brush, and it works so well for their style. Personally, I like using weighted brushes a lot. I really like them, and they feel good.
Yeah.
So I would recommend those, but also just do what feels good to you. Really are no rules in art. The only rules in art are the ones that you learn so that you can choose when to break them and bend them later.
Okay, mark as... Oh, that's already been marked. Cool.
Misaki Yuasa says, "Are we there yet?" Thank you.
Oh, that's it. That's the one. Ben Powell says, oh, Ben Powell, where have I heard that name before? They say, it's been 40 minutes and no one has mentioned Sonic. This must be immediately rectified.
Thank you, Ben.
Sonic
Sonic!
has had no place in animation feedback.
Oh, is that true?
You can't
'Cause,
do nothing to me.
Because what's this?
Oh no, he's
What's
there.
this over here?
Oh.
He's been here the whole time.
Oh, I didn't. Where'd you go?
I think I fell through the floor, Doig.
Where'd you go?
Where am I, Doig?
Come back. No,
I
come
don't.
back.
I don't know where I am.
All right.
I'm in the sky, Doig. I'm in the sky.
Are you massive?
I-
Are you small?
I mean, I'm assuming I'm small.
Who can say?
I feel like I'm going pretty fast, given the
Oh,
wind I'm experiencing right now.
You're getting crumbly, aren't
Uh-oh.
you?
I'm getting pretty crumbly, guys. Okay. Oh no, the animation's taking over, guys. This is what happens when I don't talk about Sonic for 50 minutes. Gotta talk about Sonic. Gotta talk about Sonic.
Her atoms are vibrating.
Oh my gosh, did you know that Mighty the Armadillo hasn't been in a game since 1991, so when he appeared in Sonic Mania it was a super big deal. Because the only other thing he'd appeared in was the arcade machine Sega Sonic, which used a trackball to control the movement of Ray and Mighty and Sonic in turn. And we haven't really seen him since then. So it's a huge big thing that he appeared in the Encore mode of the Sonic Mania re-release. He wasn't in the original. He was in a poster in the background in one of the stages, which was an Easter egg, as was Ray. But then it took the Encore release and the animation by Tyson Hess to actually bring the characters back into the forefront. And finally we get to play as him. And they added a whole new move that's unique to Mighty, where things rebound off his shell. And you can press double jump to make him slam down into the ground, which has never been seen or done before. It is extremely useful for some of the enemies and also to gain momentum on semi-vertical surfaces. Ray, on the other hand, has a gliding technique that he can use, where he can swoop up and down depending on which way you tilt your analog stick. It's fun and cool to use these characters. I hope that soon they add Fang the Sniper, otherwise known as Knack the Weasel in the UK, in the Fleetway run of the Sonic the Comics, where he was a prominent villain. And appeared in many storylines where he would steal things from various characters of prominence, but never came over to the good side, much like I hoped he would, because of his cool design. He appeared in one game, it's called Sega Sonic the Fighters, where you could shoot people with a cork gun, which was a new addition to the character that hadn't been seen before. Sonic! Sonic the Hedgehog!
Come back to us, Swift, dude.
Sonic the Hedgehog!
Click your heels 3 times.
Hey guys.
Woo!
I'm back. I don't know what happened, but I think somehow I talked about Sonic enough that I was able to return back and fix myself.
To reform.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to get 50 minutes of Sonic knowledge, like, out as fast as possible to save myself. Like, if I don't talk about Sonic periodically, then my atoms try to escape my body, and I get pulled apart. So luckily, we were able to catch it in time.
I'm glad. Welcome back. Someone asked, is she reading this off a card? No. That was an improvised bit. That was completely off the cuff.
I wish that we got more Knack the Weasel and things. He's a really cool character.
Clearly.
You know, he was in Sonic Mania as well as a boss, but you can't play as him. It's a shame. I would love for them to put a Knack the Weasel version in there.
I feel like the only thing that your brain retains is Sonic Me trivia.
You know who else we haven't seen in a long time? Since Sonic Fighters?
Knuckles.
No, we've seen Knuckles a fair amount. We've seen Knuckles in many things which Knuckles would not otherwise be in.
Blaze?
No,
Amy.
Blaze has been in a fair few games. No, Amy's been there since Sonic CD.
Big.
No, Big was...
The
Big
bird.
hasn't been in there a huge amount.
The bird.
Yeah, Bean. Do you mean the Dynamite? Because he's called Bean the Dynamite. What's a dynamite? I don't know. That's just what he is.
I thought all the characters were named after animals.
Yeah, me too. But he's a dynamite. So, Bean the Dynamite and Bark the Polar Bear, we haven't seen. They appeared also in Sonic Mania. But again, they're not playable. I would like for them to be. I would like to play as Bean. I want to throw bombs. You could do it kind of like Cream when she sends the Chow Cheese out in the Sonic Rush games or Sonic Advance games. That'd be really cool. Sorry, I've got remnants of Sonic talk still going on.
You've got the aftershock.
Sorry. We can talk about something other than Sonic. It's just, it got me thinking about Knack the Weasel, that's all.
It has to be said, my Sonic trivia knowledge is very poor.
That's okay, you got me.
That's why
You can learn.
That's why we're gonna play every single Sonic game together, isn't that
Yeah.
right, Swifty?
That's our plan. Is
Yeah.
Because I love Sonic. That's it.
That's it.
Because I love Sonic and Doig hasn't played a lot of them. Doig was going to play them.
Think about all the conversations we've never had because all I know about Sonic is he's blue and he runs fast and he has a slave called Tails.
Tails isn't a slave. Tails is his little bro. They're friends.
His distant cousin Knuckles comes to visit sometimes.
Knuckles isn't his...
But there's family drama. And Robotnik is his grandfather
No.
from another timeline.
What? No. No, but Robotnik has a grandfather. And that's in one of the storylines.
No, Robotnik is his grandfather
No.
from another timeline.
Well, maybe in one of the Sonic the comics way back. Who's to say? But
And-
soon we will know.
And Amy is Sonic's sister, but she's part of the Speed Force.
That would be extremely disturbing if she was his sister, considering that one of her most defining traits is that she has a crush on him.
But Sonic can't tell her because if he tells her, she'll die, and that's why he has to run.
He
and
can't tell
always
her
run.
that she's his sister.
Yeah. Or she'll die.
This is sounding a lot more disturbing than I was thinking the Sonic lore in your head was. No wonder sometimes when I try to talk to you about Sonic, you just shout no and run out of the room.
Yeah, that's all I know
thought it
about
was just because
Sonic.
like something different was going on, like you needed the toilet, like
What?
it just has so happened to be like at inconvenient times.
Sometimes the case is I actually do need to go to the bathroom. I'm not just trying to escape you when I like get up. Like here's a reenactment of what happens sometimes when I'm working at my computer. So like tap tap a tap a tap tap tap
So
tap.
anyway, about Sonic. Doig?
This is the bathroom.
Nuts, that happened again.
Yeah, no. It's more like I'll take off my headphones and then I'll stand up and Indy will be like,
Doig, you're up. So about Sonic. I've been thinking a bit more about Sonic, and I have some things to say, and I must voice them.
there was a time maybe I shouldn't tell this on stream.
What?
There was a time where you like made like suggestive eyebrows at me.
Yeah, I remember. Go on, you can tell it on stream. It's pretty funny.
Okay. So it was maybe like 8 p.m. or whatever, and India was like, "Do you think maybe later we can go down to the bedroom?" Winky, 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 winky. And I was like, "We can go to the bedroom anytime you want." And she was like,
To be fair,
to talk about.
I was more like, "Hey, Doig, do you want to?"
I remembered it my
I
own
was like,
way.
"Hey, Doig, do you think you might want to, chat later?"
That was it, yeah.
And he was like, "Sure."
I could chat anytime you want, Swifty.
And I was like, "Great, because I have some awesome Sonic ideas I want to talk to you about." And Doig was like, "Oh." Oh, okay. Oh. Okay.
Yeah. It's a true story.
I felt so bad. I was like, oh no, I've led you on. I'm sorry, I gave you the wrong impression.
Cockblocked by Sonic. Who would have thunk it? It was really funny though. I laughed so hard because India was like, the realization spread across her face of like what she'd implied, and she was like, "Wait, oh."
I thought I was being cheeky because I was like, oh, I'm thinking about what would make a good Sonic game, and Doi's going to be like, now, don't you get attached to this idea because you've got too much other work on. That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, I'm being cheeky.
Yeah,
He's
you're
not gonna
being.
like
She
me
was being
talking
like,
about this.
and she was like being evasive, like, "Oh, this is a taboo subject because I got so much work going on. I probably shouldn't be talking or thinking about this." And in my head, I'm just going, "She wants to chat. Yeah, she wants to chat. She's asking me to chat."
I'm sorry.
I laughed so hard, and then I went to the bathroom.
Oh.
It was such a fun moment. I don't think it's probably like a unique experience in the whole human experience that someone's like, "Hey, do you want to chat about Sonic?"
About Sonic? Hey, you want to talk about Sonic? Oh my gosh, I'm really sorry. But anywho,
It was a really good idea though. Like, it was amazing.
Oh,
I was
thanks.
it was great.
afterwards you're all like,
Yeah, I really like what you're doing. Like, India's idea for a Sonic game is fucking awesome. I can't tell you it though because it's her idea. And she's not going to tell you because
yeah,
she's
I'm
going to
tell
make it
you
someday.
because I feel like we've kind of reached that quota today for me forcing people to talk about Sonic. Oh my gosh, what is this? I love it. I love it. Yes, maybe this should be the thumbnail.
Yeah, maybe. That
Oh.
definitely has to be a highlight. This is Kurzex.
Oh wow! Oh, that's your business card.
Yeah.
That's really nice, Kurzak.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
See, that's a good business
Just put a
card.
nice piece of artwork on it.
Yeah, a nice memorable piece of art for people to remember you from. And nice and simple, looks good quality, love the rounded corners. Eggshell. Looks great.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, for your pure, unadulterated Sonic content, please come to the Dogso stream where undiluted, unfiltered Sonic enthusiasm, passion.
Oh, that's what we were talking about.
India gets
that's what
very
we're talking
passionate about Sonic.
No, that's what we were talking about. We were saying that you hadn't played a lot of the games before.
No,
so
I haven't.
The plan is that we're going to try and play every single Sonic game, and Doig will be the one playing, and I'll be sat by him chatting and enjoying the experience, so he can experience a lot of the games, and we can see the whole series. And then I was going to play all the Legend of Zelda games because
Yeah.
I haven't ever played them properly before.
You say that, but then you listed off a bunch of Zelda games you have played.
Like Wind Waker and Breath of the Wild. I have played those.
Well, you have played Breath of the Wild now, but is that no? You played more than Wind Waker, right?
Not really. I've seen someone play Twilight Princess.
Okay.
I started playing Majora's Mask.
Didn't you play Skyward Sword?
No,
Okay, that was me.
never played it.
That was me in your apartment.
So Doig was going to do all the Sonic games, and I was going to do all the Legend of Zelda games, and Doig would be the one sitting by and fanboying.
Yeah, I like the Zelda games. I haven't played too many of the earlier ones, to be honest. Ocarina of Time was like my first main Zelda game.
Yeah.
I've completed Ocarina, Wind Waker, Skyward, and Breath of the Wild. And the reason I didn't complete Twilight Princess is because someone left the window open and the console got rained on and my save got deleted / corrupted.
Oh my god. For one weird reason, for one weird second, I thought you were going to say you left the window open and a bird flew in and took the game.
You would think something like that, wouldn't you?
That
A
would be
bird,
amazing,
you
though.
say. A bird flew in and stole something.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't leave the window open and ruin your console.
No, you weren't.
This was before I even existed.
Yeah, I was, well, in my life.
I spawned to be a part of your life.
That would be really weird. Like,
All my memories are just programming before that point.
like, well, I was single and the universe was like, I must construct the ideal human female being.
You think I'm the ideal human female being?
No.
Aw, that's so sweet.
But the universe made its best attempt. Stop your mind control powers. Yeah,
Never.
you're great.
Obey me. Buy me more Sonic stuff.
You're like a goblin.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, no.
I've embraced my goblin nature, and
There
I've
were-
been happier since I did so.
Okay, so there was a point where India came over to talk to me and she was standing above me. So my point of view of her head was like this, and she was looking down at me. And I was programming the game and I was making the models and stuff, and I looked at the bird model and then I looked back to Swifty. Do the gesture with the head.
This.
Yeah. India's face has the same energy as that. And I was like, oh my god, I actually captured it. I didn't mean to. Like, it wasn't like I was looking at one-to-one reference. But she was looking down at me like that. And there's just something in the model that's there's something in there that's captured of you that just tickles me every time I see it.
I'm glad. I'm happy for you.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good time.
We got some crow mails.
Oh, we got
Got
way,
some
way more.
promos.
Okay, so 33 minutes ago, Ash Monday says, just remember, you're never lost if you're walking your own path.
That's a great point. A great thing to keep in mind too. It's true.
Detours
you
are
don't need to follow
fun.
Someone else's.
And then Your Majesty, a cloud says, what did you say about Sonic? I didn't hear clearly.
No, don't. No. Sonic the Fight is a great game though. A lot of people didn't like it, but I thought it was awesome. I really liked the squash and stretch and cartoony physics mechanics they had going on there. It felt really fun to play. At least I think so. Anyway, okay. Just saying.
And then Mondo Nuts says, so Swift, how excited were you when you saw Sonic Heroes and could make your own Sonic OC? Isn't that Sonic Forces?
That's Sonic Forces, yeah. I was excited. I was also doubtful that they'd be able to pull it off in a way that was aesthetically pleasing. And when I saw the actual character creation stuff on stream when someone else was playing it, I realized that I think I was right. But I'm still excited in a different way now. Like, I'm excited to try and make the worst Sonic OC I possibly can now, using Sonic Forces, which I've never played, by the way, but I have. I bought it so I could play it with Doig sometime and record it.
Oh, do we have that? Oh gosh.
Yeah, we definitely have Sonic
Oh,
Forces.
oh gosh.
And I'm very excited to make our OC in it.
Are there bears?
I don't know.
I don't want to be a bear.
Yeah. I was just hoping there would be more options that changed things more dramatically.
Yeah.
I think it's very hard to make an appealing character in that character creator.
Oh, this is a shame.
Oh, Zero Drayton says, I think there are bears. And Zom Gets Bacon says, I believe they have bears.
Oh my gosh.
They also have birds.
Yeah, but I'd be playing it.
Yeah. It's just a shame it's not 2-player.
Yeah. Yeah. One day we'll mod a Sonic game and I'll be the Tails to your Sonic.
Yeah. Well, maybe Sonic Roboblast will get modded by us at some point. That'd be amazing.
That could be real cool, huh?
We have to find out how complicated that would be to do, though.
If anyone knows what the sprite sheets are, like the official ones, so that we can like pop in our own ones, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Next Chromail, here we go. Hinkapink Art says, yo Doug, your babble mouth thingy on your models. Is that a plugin? Did you write that yourself? Thank you. So what I got was a thing called Mic Control 3. It's a plugin / thing for the asset store, and mostly I got it because it was a nice way to use microphones as an input. I think you can write your own thing. Like they basically wrote their own thing, and then I attached the models. Sorry.
Sorry, hold
Our
on.
cat
you
is
tell
jumping
them,
around.
and I'm just gonna go and like grab her.
Okay. You're gonna play with the cat or feed
Just a
her or
little
something.
bit while you talk about the mic input.
Okay. And then I built the functionality around one of the variables that they'd written, which was loudness. So when their thing detects that loudness is over a certain threshold, it opens my mouth. And similarly, it changes the blend shape on India's head to have an open mouth. Someone clipped your Sonic withdrawal clip. So good. And I think the plugin itself is going to be like $15. So it's MIC Control 3 for Unity.
Oh, Ash Monday's off. See, Ash Monday, thank you so
you.
much for being here, and thank you again for all the generous subs.
Thank you so much for your support. It means the world. Thank
Yeah,
you.
It's incredible, and I hope you have an incredible day or night, depending on whereabouts you are in the world.
India, according to the stats thing, 6 clips have been created of the stream so far.
I do you think we'll ever do any artwork?
Do you want to?
I kind of feel like we probably should. I don't know.
I'm up for it. 2 more Chromills.
Oh yeah, please.
I can't wait for your Sonic OCs to be made soon after your Sonic-thon from Philosophy.
A Sonic OC.
I feel like this is my
Yeah,
Sonic OC.
I feel like I'm in that space already. I feel like it's already happened.
Did you all see
And this is it.
Did you all see the pixel Sonic animation that I made? Where, well, it was not. It was Swift as Sonic, and then she was like, "Hey, dog, let's play some Sonic 06."
Hey, Doigles.
Did you all see that? I made it as the intro to our Sonic Adventure playthrough. I'm gonna show that. I'm really proud of that. I think if Onsta's not seen that yet, then
Yeah, go for it,
Yeah.
Doig.
yeah.
So Doig rarely animates, but when he does, he makes stuff like this.
Okay, and then when is the deadline for the new challenge? The 24th. The forum has the old date. Okay, I'll update the forum, but the deadline is a week. It's probably a week on Monday, and then we'll do the Anna Morning challenge on the Tuesday. The feedback.
Someone's asking what the song is that's playing right now. I wonder if we could have like a chat command for that, or just display it all the time on the screen.
I can display it on the stream. It's just not on this part of the overlay.
Well, do you know what the song is? Last night I was dreaming out loud.
It's called Dreaming Out Loud by Middle and End. Yeah, we cute,
Cool.
Minty Zaki. Pablo asks, can you set it to open the mouth even wider if you're even louder? Could be a cool true to life feature. I can do that.
I was gonna ask Doig if you would.
Yeah?
I would like that. Yes,
You want more bap-ba-dap.
I do. Because sometimes I'm not quite this, but
Yeah.
also I'm bigger than this.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. We
So
can do
that'd
that.
be amazing.
Yeah. I saw Mark Atoto's avatar yesterday, and his mouth shapes are real cool.
Yeah.
I want to know how they do that kind of voice, like phoneme detection stuff.
I think, and I might be wrong. People can correct me if I'm wrong, because Mark Toto's is live 2D. I think.
Mhm.
So I think that their avatar is using a webcam to detect head movement as well as eye blinks and mouth shapes.
Oh, do you think it's detecting his actual visual mouth shape?
I think so. Yes.
That makes way more sense.
I think that Mar probably has a webcam pointing straight at their face, and the webcam is mimicking the head movement, the blinks, and the mouth shapes. And it's set so that when it sees particular things, it switches to particular mouth shapes.
Okay.
But-
okay.
But you guys let me know if you think it's different, because I've never used a live 2D thing before, so I'm just saying how I think they work. We got a chromo from Ula. Ula says, rainbow.
Oh yeah, I put a tweet out yesterday. I was like, so legit though, do you say rainbow or rainbow?
Did you get any responses?
Yeah, yeah, I did. People were like, "Fuck you!" I just realized I say. People were like, "Who would say rainbow?" Wait, I do.
Wait, I do. Let me see.
We're never gonna get to the art screen. There's too many chromails.
Zero Drayton says it uses IR. I'm not sure what IR is, but it uses IR and facial recognition in a combination of set scale variables, all in tandem, to morph the avatar.
Oh,
That makes
cool.
sense. I'm not sure what IR is, but I understood the rest of that.
Infrared. I don't know.
And Noobish Core says VTube Studio supports phononym detection.
Oh, okay.
And by that, do you mean it detects it just through the sound, or it detects it through a webcam? And we got a Chromel from Ben, who says, we got a Chromel. It's from Sonic. It says he wants to. I'm wiggling my eyebrows, even though I'm floating. You might not be able to see very well. Chat in the bedroom about Sonic. Thanks, Sonic.
Thanks, Ben.
And then we got another Chromel from Cheese's Art. It says, how did you guys come up with stamps? Oh, there was a whole, I can tell you the story. It's a long, convoluted story, but I can tell it short and quick. So, we kept missing the highlight messages in our streams. So I was like, what can we do so we don't miss the highlighted messages anymore? I know, let's have them as a redemption reward instead, because the call out for that is slightly different. So we can make sure we don't miss it. So we came up with Chromail, and I used to just go, "Whoa, whoa," and completely do the sounds myself.
And then she'd be like,
"Whoa!" And then a meta developed that the crow was called Stamps, and then Stamps became kind of like a beloved mascot of the stream. So then when we made this 3D environment, we were like, well, we have to have a Stamps in it.
does he still fly in? I never pay attention to that.
I think he does the first time.
Oh, okay.
The ironic thing being that now we frequently miss Chromails. So the very function that we came up with Chromail to avoid has come full circle and is now just as problematic as it was at the beginning, where we're still missing the Chromails frequently.
Yeah. I turned off a lot of the features because Chromail was bugging out, and I'll gradually replace them. So I don't think he flies in anymore. And you don't get the little notification above your head anymore. Literally the only thing that happens is the really quiet sound.
So Whimsy Floof says, I use a live 2D avatar for my streams, and yes, it uses a webcam to track my face and animate the model from that. And then Noobish Core says it can detect it through the sound. So I'd assume because Mars avatar moves its head as well, I think Mars is using a webcam.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I mean, we could just ask him.
Yeah, it would be cool to have different mouth shapes. I think that's one thing that's kind of lacking about our models is that I love it when you look up. I love it. I love it. It's like you're like suddenly paying attention, like squirrel.
What's up there?
This
Have you
is-
guys ever actually seen the ceiling of this room?
I think we have.
It's a trip.
Do you want to see it? Do you want to see the ceiling?
I mean, I kind of like just the open-close Muppetness of our mouths.
Oh, okay.
But it would be like if we could hook expressions into webcams, I would kind of love that. Like, it would be nice for it to actually detect when I'm smiling and adjust the bird appropriately and stuff. That'd be awesome. I'd like that.
Yeah, so you can
I'd love the best of both worlds, you know?
autopilot and
Flexibility.
puppet.
Yeah, the flexibility of a 2D rig detecting like facial stuff with the ability to run around and do stuff.
Okay. Well, you can look into it.
Yeah, oh, you said you were going to show people your animation.
Oh, yeah.
So you better do it, don't you think?
Silence is required.
Oh. Silence.
Silencio. Bruno.
Silenzio Bruno.
So it's a homage to Sonic CD. If you've seen the opening to Sonic CD, it's a homage to that.
What is that? Is that toast? What is that up there? Can I get? Oh, it's a carton of orange juice.
So if we hop over to where is it? Is it videos? Videos. There we go. There it was. India, no, put me down. Okay. We're over on it on the screen to show the thing.
Look, there he is.
There I am.
Like,
I was kind of before the glasses were a thing, I guess. I just had square eyes. Okay, yeah, I'll just play this. I'll just play this.
this is the animation that Doig made for our Sonic Let's Play.
I made this all on my own. Although India helped me with some of the jump cut the cuts later.
I gave him a little bit of feedback on it, but that's all I did.
Yeah. Yeah. I made this.
Doig made it. So he doesn't animate often, but when he does, this is the kind of stuff that he makes.
This is what I do. So this was for our Sonic Adventure Let's Play. We played the whole thing. We played every character.
Sure did. The rainbow. You can't keep playing this, Doig.
Sorry.
This is gonna be me all day now.
So
good.
Yeah, I love the Sonic CD animation.
Sonic Boom is an incredible song.
Sonic boom, Sonic boom, Sonic boom.
Trouble keeps you running faster.
Just to clarify, I do know some Sonic lore. I played through Sonic Adventure as a kid.
And now you played through it again. But
Yeah.
you've never done Sonic Adventure 2, and I'm so excited.
I'm
I'm so excited for you to play it.
I've never played a game with Shadow in it.
You gotta play
And
it.
I love
Oh,
Shadow. Shadow's the best
You d-
hedgehog in the world. He's absolutely incredible. What a good hedgehog Shadow is. What's wrong, Swifty?
nothing.
Come into the shadow.
I am all I am. All I am.
Yeah. Skating down a hill. Yeah, I've not played. I don't actually know if I like Shadow. I've only ever experienced him in secondhand content, like the gifs that Habbo posts sometimes, where he's kissing Sonic. That's lore, right? That's canon.
I want to do a Shadow musical where he's all like, how do you solve a problem like Maria?
Is Maria his friend?
You'll get that when you play the game.
Oh,
Oh, how do you make her stay and listen to all you say? How do you keep a wave upon the sand?
oh, how do you solve a problem like Maria?
How do you hold a moonbeam in your hand?
Chaos control. That would be an amazing song bridge break. We're just like, how do you hold a moonbeam in your hand? And then he's just like, oh, chaos control.
Chaos control!
He's in Smash, India. He's like one of the secondary like support characters.
Is he actually?
Yeah, Shadow.
Wow.
He slows down time.
Oh, that makes sense.
And Knuckles is in there too.
He's Shadow and Sonic have some of the best cutscenes you'll ever see. And by best I mean like Sonic OVA level stuff. Very edgy, very cool.
Why is Sonic so edgy?
He's not.
Why is Sonic so edgy though?
Sonic's not super edgy, but Shadow is.
Yeah, but what I mean by Sonic is like the
Shadow
whole
the Hedgehog.
the whole franchise is why is Sonic the Hedgehog franchise so edgy?
I don't know.
When did it become so edgy?
I don't know.
And why?
I don't know what happened. There was something that happened between Sonic Adventure 1 and Sonic Adventure 2 that no one can explain.
Did the writers go through puberty or something?
I don't know. Something happened. Something happened.
Not enough polygons. It's a joke. And I got it.
I get it too.
You got it. There you go.
It took me a second. I was like, I don't get. Oh, I get it now. That's why they're edgy, right? Because, yeah.
Someone put a compilation together from the Sonic, like the dialogue cutscene stuff, and they put together a compilation of every time one of the character goes, "Long time no see."
Long time no see.
There's like so many.
Hey Shadow, long time no see.
So many instances of the characters just greet each other with "Yo."
Long time no see.
Long time no see.
Long time no see.
Long time.
Long time no see.
Long time no see.
Hey Tails, long time no see.
It's like, why?
Oh no.
Hey
I love
Knuckles,
it so
long
much.
time no see.
Long time no see. I love it. I love it. I showed you those people from Polygon reenacting one of the Sonic and Shadow cutscenes, right? Simone and
I don't think so.
oh my gosh. Can we watch it now?
You can do anything.
I can do anything.
You just have to link it to me. Swift? Swift. The fuck did you... Hey! We're doing a show! Get back here!
Chaos Control!
Well, welcome back.
Thank you.
So we dropped the Sonic model in this scene the other day, and one of the best comments or reactions we got while we did it, because we were like in a Discord chat, was just like, he doesn't seem out of place. And I absolutely loved that. There was just like, you just throw Sonic in here, and it was like, yo, no, this fits. Yeah, Onsta, he fit right in.
I loved that so much. I loved it way more than I should have.
I've never heard you cackle with glee quite so much in my life.
I love it so much. I'm sending you this to show on stream.
One of the things that I really loved about
we
it
go.
was how well that model went with our toon shading. It just
Yeah,
it
looked
looked pretty good.
There was a couple of places where the shadows kind of bugged out in a weird way, but in general, it was
Well,
pretty awesome.
If we did it so he didn't self shadow, I think it would work way better.
If you didn't sell shadow.
Yeah, like we don't self shadow.
Sonic lore. Get that link. Get that link. Get it. Get it. Get it.
Where is it?
I sent it to you via Discord.
Okay.
Now we're ready to
Oh,
watch
wait.
some stuff about Sonic.
Wait. Yes. Yes, you have shown me this,
You
but
ready for it?
I'm willing to watch it again.
All right. Here you go, guys. Enjoy. We might need to stop the music again. Oh wait, one sec. And okay. Now I'm exactly like Simone. Okay, let's go.
Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Shadow control. Turn this up.
Hello there, and welcome to another episode of Video Game Theater. I'm Simone de Rochefort, and tonight I'm delighted to present to you a classic confrontation. The meeting between Sonic and Shadow in Sonic Adventures 2. Two hedgehogs, both alike in dignity. Physically similar also in many ways.
I just want to point, I have seen this before, and so this is my only version of the Sonic and Shadow meeting that I've ever seen.
It's very
They're
accurate.
both
Okay, let's go.
fast, and they love Chaos Emeralds. But there's more to it than that. Sonic Adventures 2. Tonight
Do you
on
want
Video Game Theater.
No. I'm already laughing.
What? It all starts with this. A jewel containing the ultimate power.
That's the Chaos Emerald! Now I know what's going on. The military has mistaken me for the likes of you. So, where do you think you're going with that emerald? Say something, you fake hedgehogs!
Chaos control!
Why does Sonic think he's a fake hedgehog?
I don't
He
know.
doesn't know anything about Shadow yet.
Wait, is this? Whoa, yeah, that is weird.
The tension.
The sexual tension.
He's fast! Hey, it's not his speed. He must be using the Chaos Emerald to warp.
Shadow. I'm the world's ultimate life form. There's no time for
Wow.
Nothing without the Chaos Emerald.
Shadow just be exposition right now. Did Shadow just burst into police?
Yeah, Shadow is the police. He turned into the police.
Okay.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Just transcendent. Transcendent. Incredible.
That episode went by too fast, didn't it? I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Live from Broad Street, I'm
I wish I
Samantha
could clap.
Rochefort, and this has been
Me too.
Video Game
This is all
Theater.
I can do. Flap, 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 flap.
That was great.
Beautiful. Thanks, Doig.
Shadow really do be having no personality in that first cutscene.
What do you mean he's got personality? He's like, it's me. You're the fake hedgehog.
Did he say that? I missed that.
He says that at some point.
All I heard
I
from
love that
his
Sonic.
side, all I heard from his side was chaos control,
Chaos control.
and then I am the ultimate life form.
I'm the ultimate life form.
That was it.
I love that the first time Sonic meets him, all he sees is a hedgehog, and he's immediately like, "You fake hedgehog." Like,
Yeah, there's no
what-
context for that. That feels so
What
like
does Sonic like? Does he think him and Amy are the only hedgehogs that exist or something? Like, why does he immediately think Shadow's a fake hedgehog?
does Sonic just feel like he is the only well, my head went a little bit fucky there. Does Sonic feel like any other hedgehog is not real?
I don't know. He's got something going on, for that to be the first thing he says about Shadow. He's not like, "Hey, you've got a Chaos Emerald," or "Hey, you look weirdly like me."
That
He's
feels-
like, "You fake hedgehog."
That feels like a redraft. You know?
Yeah, like maybe
You know-
they took some lines out, but then forgot to account for it by
Yeah.
changing the later lines.
That feels like there was more events that happened before this event where like I feel like maybe there was a draft of the writing where Shadow is mistaken for Sonic.
Yeah, you see, that's the thing. That's what
Um,
chat's saying, is that it's because people have been thinking that Shadow is Sonic. So Sonic thinks that Shadow's been impersonating him. But saying you're a fake hedgehog is a very weird way to say, "Hey, you're not me." He's not
Actually,
like,
yeah.
"Hey, you must be the guy everyone thinks that's me. You're the person who's been pretending to be me.
It would make more sense to say you fake Sonic
You fake hedgehog."
than you fake hedgehog.
Maybe he thinks that it's a different animal that's pretending to be a hedgehog.
Well, you know, Sonic character design overall is a little bit like
He did say that. All I heard was, "You fake hedgehog."
what did he say? Maybe the writers thought kids
Yeah,
wouldn't understand
fake
the
Sonic
word.
or even faker would be helpful. Or imposter would be great.
You're that imposter hedgehog. That would make more sense.
Fake hedgehog. Not really a hedgehog.
It must be a translation thing, where like someone just maybe it was imposter in the Japanese.
Yeah, I have the impression that maybe the people who translated it perhaps just didn't completely understand the story. They were just translating it, so they were like, this is what
This is what that means.
this is what this translates to. But in the context of the story, it's kind of a weird insult to throw out there.
I'd love to see like a redraft of, because like the translation happens and then they pass this over to the American voice actors and they're like, hey, act the shit out of this, and the actors are like, whoa, okay, this material is a little bit all right. And that's why there's so many things that go long time no see, because it was probably different every time in the Japanese.
Long time no see.
But they were like, this will be easier, we can just reuse the line.
Yeah, maybe. It's very fun though. Sonic Adventure 2 is great partially because it's full of stuff like that.
How great would it be if the storylines of the Sonic games were actually a masterpiece, but everything was lost in translation?
I don't think they really are a masterpiece, but they are a lot of fun. I think you'll have a blast playing Sonic Adventure 2.
I'm not talking shit about Sonic. I feel like there's a lot of potential there.
Get a load of this!
Oh, he back.
There he is.
Oh no.
Glorious boy.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. That's the sound
tiny
clip from
Lego.
Sonic Adventure, right?
Yeah, that's from Sonic Adventure.
When you fight him and you hit him with your Sonic spinny
Yeah.
thing, and then he's just like,
oh no.
he's like this. Wait, this one, is it this one? He's just sort of like, oh no.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. Oh no. Ah.
Oh no.
There's like something so wonderful about the kind of awkward parts of script in these games that like I wouldn't change for the world.
I can kick it. Wow.
Well, I mean, we spent the entire stream just chatting.
We should have been in the just chatting category.
Yeah, sorry guys. I am gonna have to head off. It's 10 a.m. now for us, and I have to get to work. And we just spent the entire time talking about art.
Let's blame Paper Box House for that raid while I was...
Yeah, this is all Paper Box House's fault.
Yeah.
This is entirely down to Paper Box House. You guys have successfully turned this stream into just chatting now. It was really nice just to hang out with you guys.
I'm gonna go grab that clip where you had Sonic withdrawal.
Onster, it is so charming. It is. Like, I have really fond memories. Like, the doofiness of the script is part of what makes me love it so much. Like, it's a very fun game to play. It's a very fun game to make fun of. It's a very fun game just to, like...
It's just fun
chill
overall.
to. Yeah, there's, like... It's brought me so much joy in my life.
I love how cheesy it can be sometimes, and then when it takes itself seriously, it leans into it as well.
Yeah.
Like, there's just...
It's really unique, kind of wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
It is silly and heartwarming and stylish. It's like all the things all at the same time.
I love Sonic Adventure. I absolutely loved that game.
It's kind of like if you have a little brother and you see your little brother like trying to be super edgy and cool. And it's like, it's really endearing and adorable. And even like the little mistakes are like, that's the most cute thing I've ever seen.
But he's missing some teeth and he's wearing shades.
Sure, Doig. It's like, it's doofy in a really wholesome, heartwarming way, I think is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anywho, I guess we'll raid somebody. Who should we raid?
I don't know, give me some options.
Yeah, does anyone have any suggestions for people they'd like us to raid? What if Julie, Go Pirate Software, Nick Was, and Bakori Mio?
Any of those were good.
Go Pirate? You guys want to go and see some games actually get made? Oh my goodness! I got
Susie, thank you.
Susie, thank you so much for the 69 bits. Nice.
Martina's just decided for us. She's like, yeah, this is where they'll go.
Thanks, Martina.
We can tell Thor that we
didn't do anything.
Talked about Sonic
We just
the whole
hung
time.
out. Yeah, we hung out and we chatted about Sonic, which is actually my ideal Thursday morning.
Look at these scores.
Right? I mean, to be fair, you haven't like actively engaged with collecting them, whereas I have been like, now is my chance while he is distracted.
Yeah.
I shall go.
I want to
and
get
gather
at
all
least
of them.
7.
No, I won't let you have 7.
No, I want at
You
least
won't
7.
I won't let you
want
have
at least 7.
Damn it, you got 7.
I got 7. I'm good.
1 for each sin. Oh,
Oh, we got to go, Susie. We got to go.
Susie, 101 bits. Susie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I got enough time to collect these bits at least. I'm gonna become.
It's gonna
I'm
be
gonna
tight.
become a master emerald.
Thank you very much for joining us, and may the rest
Chaos control.
of your chaos control
Be filled
with adventure. Okay, I just want to make sure we got that in before the time ran out.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Have a very happy Sonic.